Shout out to Kopish.
Shout out to Kopish, guys.
Keep all the good work
the
up.
two legends, Emil Heskey, Howard Gill. Can't get much better than that, guys. Yeah. You know what to do now. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm with legends, guys.
Kopish.
Ole, ole, ole. Ole, ole, ole.
Liverpool 1, Brentford 0, people. Big up everyone in the building, man. Welcome to the match reaction show. I feel good.
6 wins on the bounce. First of all, guys, as always, little housekeeping. Please do smash the like button, subscribe if you're new. I don't believe I'm having to say this because you guys should know by now how we run here. Keep it respectful. Keep it respectful. That simple. Whether it be to us or others in the channel or in the comment section, just keep it respectful.
The easiest thing in the world. Easiest thing in the world, Cal,
manners.
Is manners. It's the easiest thing in the entire world.
Yeah, such a shame people don't know how to use them. But yeah, as it goes, you know what we're on, guys. It will just be blocking. We'll be that friend in the bar who keeps on stopping you from speaking to that girl of your dreams. We will do it. So continue what you're doing, and you'll just be blocked in it. There's no two ways around it anymore. You guys know better than what happens on this channel. And yeah, don't even, if we block you, unless it was by mistake, don't even bother DMing us because you're just not coming back in it. It's as real as that. Just do better. Right, Drift, let's start with the game. First half, what are your thoughts on the first half?
First half an hour I really enjoyed. Got a little bit tetchy and a little bit bitty, and we let them start to be too physical with us for the last 15-20 of that first half. But at least we were 1-0 at half time. Mo got the goal. I know we disagreed quite a bit during it, but I think Mo did well to control it and then finish it because it bounced awkwardly. I know people think he mishit trying to shoot, but I think he did well. He took his goal well. Good pass from Virgil as well. I think people are downplaying the header back from Virgil as well, because that was pretty much what made the goal, to be honest with you, the header from Virgil. But yeah, we let them kind of rough us up a bit. And then in the second half, we really let them rough us up. But the thing is, they were diving all over the place. Them, man, they love grass, man.
I was going to say, but I don't think they were roughing us up. I think the opposite. I think we were roughing them up.
Do you
for
think
the first
so?
time I've come out of a game and I'm like, yeah, we were up for the physical battle. Maybe a bit too much in certain aspects.
Yeah.
But Drift, how many times we can't have it both ways, Drift? How many times do we come on here and we go, we're soft, but then when we win and we're physical, then we go.
But you've got to learn to control the physicality. It can't be reckless.
No, I'm all right with it happening once every couple months, brother. I'll be real with you. Can't have a soft underbelly.
Yeah.
We have been soft for years now.
Yeah. I agree. You know, I've been saying we've been soft for a minute.
Yeah, like today we were even there's times where Gakpo was getting dragged up and all that. He said, all right, cool, I won't go to ground. Let's see if you can carry on running with this intensity. Let's see what you're about. They couldn't handle it. Ivan Toney got put in a spliff today. It was a very good performance from Ivan Toney, but physically he got put in a spliff.
No, I think he gave as good as he got, though.
Nah, second half he got put in a spliff. Don't think because he got a lot of free kicks. That's Anthony Taylor doing what Anthony Taylor does.
No, I'm not even saying that. I'm talking about like when he was using his strength and like flicking the ball around the corner and dropping into space and doing the things. I think it was he gave as good as he got. I think, to be honest.
I'm just talking from a physical aspect. From a physical aspect, Ibu and Virgil dealt with him pretty well today, in my opinion.
He did dive every time they came close to him. Still, he did.
Say that again, sorry.
He did dive every time they got close to him.
Yeah,
still.
yeah.
He really loves the grass. He really does love the grass. He definitely ain't got hay fever, Cal.
No. Holland don't affect him in the slightest. Holland does not affect him in the slightest. Second half, what did you make of it?
It petered out a bit, innit? It petered out, but we lost control. We were hitting it long a bit. Trying a little bit too much to force the game and get that second goal. But you know what? At the same time, I think we did well to see it out and actually come out with a win still, because a lot of times would be moaning and angry that we conceded a goal and it ended 1-0, or maybe they even snuck the game and won it or whatever. But I think we did quite well. In the end. It was very nervy and tetchy while watching, But in hindsight now afterwards, I think we did quite well to see the game out and win the game 1-0 in the end. Lived a bit on the edge. Referee helped by giving them free kicks he shouldn't have given them. But ultimately, yeah, I think we did quite well to see the game out, to be honest, yeah.
Again, though, we're the ones doing it to ourselves by not finishing the game when we're up and on the ascendancy. Like we should have put that game to bed in the first half, in my opinion, but we didn't. So we constantly put ourselves in these positions. I don't want to spend long on this, Striff. I don't really like doing this, especially dedicating a part of the show to it. But refereeing, bro, in 2 weeks,
getting a bit out of control now, isn't it?
We've had Anthony Taylor and we've had Paul Tierney, both two referees who for years have completely screwed us over in multiple ways, in multiple times. When's it going to stop? How does it even stop?
Well, I think it has to go back to grassroots. I know I've said this to you a few times, but I'll just say it again. I believe you've got to make refereeing fun. I think you've got to make kids grow up wanting to be referees now. I think we've got to take it all the way back there, because when I was growing up, referees were people who couldn't really play football but loved the game. And I don't mean that disrespectfully. That was just generally how it was. And I think that kind of creates a bit of a bitterness sometimes as well, of like, you know, you don't truly want to be a ref, but you just are a ref. And a lot of time, I think the referees haven't played the game, and it's a bit harder to know sometimes how things go if you've never played the game. But if we let kids grow up now wanting to be referees and seeing incentives and making them think it's fun to be a ref and getting schooled and taught from a younger age, in 10, 15 years' time, 20 years' time, we'll have brilliant referees. I know that's a long way away, but you've got to start somewhere, right? I think it's crazy that people who are refs now, people who just one day decided they wanted to be a ref, go and get some badges that I've heard aren't that difficult to get, and now they're just a mess. They're all over the place, bro. The bias is crazy. I mean, that's one thing that I don't know how you ever solve when it comes to refereeing, because bias is always going to be a part of it, and human nature is something that you can't help, bro. So let's say, for example, a referee is a Man United fan. You go, all right, he can't do any Man United games. So you just give him like lower half games, like Brighton versus Newcastle or something like that. It's got nothing to do with Man United. But what if he had an argument with a Newcastle fan yesterday and that guy really pissed him off? He might have a little bit of a vendetta against Newcastle today because he's mad at that Newcastle fan yesterday that was giving him some stick. Like, it's very hard to even know how you get rid of bias like that and little things like that. Do you know what I mean?
Our man just took the words out of my mouth. Could we not just go with foreign refs then?
Remember, we had the discussion about this in our Prem panel group, innit, where we was talking about like foreign refs and stuff. But the funny thing is, though, how do you guarantee that the foreign ref is still gonna have that unbiased? I don't know. It's that one there is kind of a tough one.
Right now, the English refs have a bias, and they're not even hiding it, bro. And it's been like this for a few years now. It's been like this for a few years. There are certain teams in the league who get very favourable decisions throughout the course of a season, which has a massive impact on the season. And if you call it out, you get called a crybaby or salty. I never known a situation where you speak facts and you get called crybaby and salty. This must be this new generation ring, because if I said the sky's blue and someone turns around and says, cow's salty, I mean, I kind of don't get where we land here, because if facts are facts, then facts are facts. His performance today was shocking, and this is the problem I have. If Klopp came out and criticised Anthony Taylor, he'd get reprimanded. But what does Anthony Taylor get for putting in a bad performance?
Nothing.
How are these officials going to be held accountable? Because accountability for me is the only way that this stuff stops. But if the people who are in the referee association are the ones judging the people in the referee association, it's your friends calling out your friends.
Yeah. It needs to be like UFC, bro, where USADA get involved for drug testing and they don't care about the UFC in the slightest, bro.
Exactly.
They just keep it real and they do what's best. You're right. It needs to be that. There needs to be an independent body for judging and, you know, making sure that things are done properly. You're right. The PML or whatever it is, they just look after their own, innit? For real. They do. And they're never going to call it out. There should be some kind of punishment for like a considerable amount of poor things in one game. Like I can understand a man making one or two bad decisions in the game because he's only human as well. Do you know what I mean? But if you can watch back a game and look at like 15 separate instances where it was just really poor officiating, he should be given a ban or some kind of punishment. There should be a way to go and review the rest of the performance after the game and have some kind of, do you know what I mean? Because these referees are on a mad thing, bro. They're on a mad thing. And I think the biggest way it shows that they look after their own and they don't care about anything, it was Andy Robertson being elbowed in the face by the linesman. There is no true, like, what's example of a referee or the, you know, the overall officials being given the freedom to kind of do what they want, than elbowing somebody in the face and then just getting away with it. That's a mad thing, bro. That is an absolute madness, bro. They didn't even give him like a 1-game suspension to show good faith or something. They just went, nah, it's all right. It's all good. Boom. I don't even know.
I'd have liked to have seen what would have happened if the roles were reversed and Robbo was the one who elbowed the referee in the face.
He wouldn't have played football again in 2023, Cal. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, you're probably right.
If a 10-game ban was given to, what's his
Suarez
name?
for biting.
No, the Fulham,
Mitrovic.
If he was given a 10-game ban for the meatiest of pushes, Cal, while shouting, how can you give that? Like, you know what I mean? Just being a bit aggressive with that and giving them the media. Can you imagine if somebody elbowed an official? Bro, he's getting like a 20-game ban. Easy, bro.
Yeah.
Easy, bro. Because it's actually assault. On road, you can go jail for them thing there, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If I went out there and elbowed one of my neighbors in the face and there was a witness, I'm going to jail. Bro.
Yeah, you're doing a
You
little
think they're going to be like, oh, well, they put their hand on you. No, you elbowed man in the face, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But, yeah.
Right. Let's help the player ratings drift. Let's go with Alisson. Gets his 100th clean sheet in a Liverpool shirt. Yeah, third quickest time to do it as a Liverpool goalkeeper as well. Once again, best goalkeeper in the world.
Yep. It truly is a pleasure to have him at the club, man. I would go, I'm trying to like remember if there was any mistakes or anything. I don't think there were, no. Maybe one pass that he put out, but that was it.
I'd go 8.5 for Ali.
Yeah, I was leaning towards an 8.5. I was trying to think, have I got an argument to push for a 9 though? That's what I was doing. I was contemplating in my head. Is there an argument? Is an argument for a 9? I guess.
I'm mad at it. Should we bump him?
I'll go 9. Yeah. People in the chat are saying 9 as well. I'll go.
Ain't 9. No problem with me, bro. Alisson Becker is him. Trent.
I'll go 8. I think on the ball he was brilliant again. Few times though, he was getting caught under the flat of the ball and stuff, but then he did recover and then he started to play well again. So maybe I'm even being harsh, but overall, I think he had a good game though. I think he had a good game. He definitely had a good game. That goal would have gone in, man. Oh wow, the people are agreeing as well. 8
again, just generational, isn't it? Like, put some respect on his name. He needs to be a midfielder now. Like, I just want to see him in midfield. Stop giving him 2 jobs. Imagine he's doing this with doing 2 jobs. Imagine he only has 1 job to do. Like, let's just make it happen now. Konate.
I'm gonna let you go first, brother.
I'm gonna give Konate a 5. He weren't great today at all. He did do some good things, especially sort of the beginning of the game. But for me, 5 for Konate today.
I was gonna go 5.5. I thought he was chasing the ball too much today, following the ball and like just leaving a bit of leaving a bit too much space in behind. I remember when they got that chance when they scored, but it was offside, and it was like, wow, Ibu followed Tony all the way over there. Like, come on, bro. Like, yeah, just a little, yeah, he just, you know what, in my opinion, that's the second game in a row now he hasn't really played too well. And I'm not worried about him or anything, just a little patch of bad form or whatever, and it'll happen when you're young, but yeah, a couple bad performances now from him. So yeah, I'd go 5.5 for him.
Virgil.
Bruv, I think it's the exact opposite of Ibu. Last couple of games, he's been brilliant, and maybe he's starting to find a bit of form again. He's starting to be a bit more commanding. He's winning all his headers again, thankfully. Yeah, he's still going to be a little bit like, wow, Van Dijk, man, louder orating, like, engage in it. But he kind of has always been like that. It's just been annoying that when we've been playing crap and he ain't been the best, now it makes him look a bit silly. But a couple of times he did engage again today. I might go a 9 for Verge today, you know. He got the assist. He won. Yeah, I'm going to go 9 for Verge today, you know, Cal.
Yeah, the only thing he did bad for me today was the tackle in the opening minutes of the game, which just was so unlike him as well. It's very weird.
Yeah, that can happen right at the beginning of games, though. You're a little bit, you're not warmed up yet and stuff. But
yeah, 9 for me. I'm good with 9. Robbo.
Do you know what's crazy, bro? I've been trying to think about Robbo's rating for the last minute. I don't remember Robbo doing anything. But that can be good and bad because he didn't make any mistakes, but he didn't do anything that So I'm trying to think. Like, what do you feel? Like, he didn't really stand out in a good or a bad way today, did he? He was like, I guess, just an average performance from Robbo today.
Yeah, I'd have gone 6 for Robbo. In fact,
yeah, that's
6.
probably about right. Yeah, that's probably about right. Yeah, that's about right. Yeah, I don't think he was bad. He wasn't great. Yeah, 6.
Couple
people say 7 for Robbo, but
Fabinho.
I'm gonna go 8.5 for Fabinho. I thought he was brilliant today. I did, man. I think there was only one time where he got a bit questionable with a tackle, but other than that, I thought he was good, man. And you know what? I really enjoy him getting on the ball and making good passes now. He's made some really good passes in the last 2 games. He's gone back to the old Flacco where he used to be able to be creative himself with some of his passing. I thought he was good today, man. He was the one who set up the goal as well. Like, it was his pass for the goal.
Yeah.
So yeah, and the mad thing is, even if I concede defeat to you lot, that like belly button height is quite high to have your foot up, and I get away from the fact that I still think he won the ball. That's the only thing that I think he did questionable today. That tackle. Other than that, you know, unless I'm forgetting something, I thought he was good, man. I thought he was good today.
Yeah, I'd have gone at 8 for Flacco today. I thought he had a good game. I thought he had a very good game, actually. I still don't change my opinion on what needs to happen with him, but while he's here, if he's putting out performances like that, then more the better.
But that's the thing, bro. When you think about it, over the last couple of games, he has actually been performing well. At what point do we actually think, well, do you know what? He's refinding form and not just keep worrying about like his feet aren't as quick and whatnot.
I mean, he's been bad for the whole season up until the last 3 or 4 games, Drew.
I know, but what I mean is, how long do we like keep on acting the same way towards him as how the beginning of the season, the middle of the season was? When if he's ending the season well, do we not just come to a point now we're like, all right, let's just judge him now on what he's doing now instead of keep on always referring back to before? Because is that not a bit unfair?
Personally, I don't think so. I think we need to upgrade on Fabinho now.
Fair dues.
I think it's time. So you're getting someone new, and you make Bashetic the understudy, and then you go from there. In my opinion,
fair dues.
Jones.
I think Jones went about his business well today. He didn't have any real standout moments like he has in the previous games, but he was still doing well, controlling the ball, keeping possession well. I go 7.5 to an 8 for Jones as well. I thought Jones was good today.
I'd have gone 7 for Jones today.
Okay, bit low.
you reckon a bit low? What are you saying?
Do you not
7.5?
think do you not think he's doing really well to like keep possession though? Like, you know, when he gets on the ball now, he's making the right decisions, he's making the right passes, he holds the ball well. I just think he's been doing really well. I think he's going about his business really quietly but effectively, bro. I know 7 isn't a low score, but maybe a bit low for his performance, but I ain't mad at it. A couple of people agreeing with you.
I'm happy to go 7.5.
A couple of people saying they think he was the better midfielder out of all the midfielders today.
I think that was Flacco, to be honest.
I thought he was good though.
He was. Yeah. Should go 7.5, then meet in the middle.
Yeah, meet in the middle. Yeah, that's fine. I'm good with
that. Cody Gakpo.
The other midfielder. Yeah, I thought he had a brilliant first half.
Wait, Cedric, before you continue. Flower emojis in the comments, please, guys, if you would be so gracious to do so. Go for it, Drift. Go for it.
Jones, you put Jones in a 7, by the way, bro. He's a 7.5.
Oh, sorry. I was just waiting for my flowers. I got a bit confused.
What are you saying? Would you want roses?
Orchids, I want fake flowers.
Lilies?
I got hay fever in it. I want fake flowers. I got hay fever. I want flowers regardless.
Okay. I thought Gakpo had a really good first half, and then I think he really, really quieted down in the second half. I'll go with 7 for Gakpo, you know. I'll go with 7 for Gakpo. I think in the first half he was really good. He did die down a bit, but the whole team did as well. And they missed that chance that you guys were really angry about. I think it was Jota like really fizzed it in him. I think it's very harsh.
Oh no, reflection. Remember we said that's not his fault.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I was more annoyed at the one towards the end of the game where he didn't even test the goalkeeper.
Yeah. He probably could have done better with that as well. But again, as you said, he had tired legs. It was like a tired finish. Tidy 7 for Gakpo today.
Yeah, I kind of agree with Owen's comment here asking about do you not think Gakpo goes missing in games? He does have moments in games where he's just like the game seems to pass him by. When he's involved, he's very good, but then there's just long periods of the game where you're like, bro, where's Gakpo? Like, what's he doing? Where is he? Why isn't he on the ball? It's very weird.
I do think we've got quite a few players that do that, and I think we just don't pay attention. Like Jota kind of does do that from times, so just like for 10, 15 minutes, you're like, bro, what's going on? Jota, man, get involved in the game. Salah this season has been a bit like that, where there'll be times he'll be like, bro, Salah, get in the game, man. Maybe it's just how the team is at the moment. I don't know. But yeah, he does have a tendency to go missing in games, though, yeah.
Salah, speaking of Salah, what are you giving Salah?
8.5. I got 8.5 for Salah today. I thought he did well defensively. He's been doing well defensively quite a lot recently. He was a little bit wasteful on some of his crossing, or maybe shooting. I don't even know if it was a cross or a shot. I hope it was a cross, because if it was shots, they were too wide. But I'm just really impressed with Salah's defending recently. I think he's doing a really good job. The only thing I don't like is it's overworking him. He's like one of the players in our team who's done the most running in the last 5 years. I don't really want him to start having to overrun even more now doing the defensive part. But credit to him, because with the situation happening of Trent moving in and Ibra having to come back, the man hasn't got the ego. He's realised, well, I've got a job to do now on this side of the pitch, and I've got to start helping defensively. And credit to him, because there's a lot of people in the Premier League who play right wing that could get a bit divish and not really want to do that and start being like, I'm too good for that. But he's like, all right, and he's rolled his sleeves up and he's been doing really well defensively. Yeah. He's even coming back for corners, Kai. He's in the box on corners now. He's not even staying on the halfway line.
I think that's an instruction, though. I think that's an instruction.
I know, but either way, he's still doing more defensive work. Do you know what I mean? So you got to rate him. And I think he did well for the goal. I think he controlled the ball and finished it. I know you lot. I know you.
I don't think he did, but his reaction to score is what impressed me. Because I think he fluffed the first one. I think he went to shoot with his right foot and it came off his studs and his heel. But the reaction to get with his left foot, that was very impressive for me.
I think he went to shoot with his right foot and it bounced higher than he anticipated. So he readjusted and controlled it and then finished it. I do truly believe that. I could be wrong, but I do believe that. But yeah, 8.5 for Mo. I thought Mo was good today, man.
Jota.
I go 7.5 for Jota. One of his more quieter games today, but the guy's playing with a bloody injury for a start, which is mad.
I'd actually go a 6.5 for Jota today.
Ooh, okay. Mate in the middle, give him a 7 then.
Yeah, can do.
Oh, everyone in the chat saying 7 for him anyway, so yeah.
Yeah, it works out all right. Darwin.
Me. I gotta be honest, I'll probably only go 5.5 to a 6 for Darwin. He was average today. Had one or two chances that he could have done better with. I don't think that was easy as people think, but obviously he should have done better. Yeah, didn't really get himself involved in the game too much today. So,
what are you saying then?
I did a 5.5 or a 6. I'm splitting hairs. What do you think?
I'm not going to give a rating for Darwin. I'm just going to go with what.
Oh, right. You were going to go that low, yeah?
Right. Well, yeah, but also I'm fed up of there's certain people in our team and that you just can't talk about without it being an issue. So I'm over it now, innit? So
yeah, just give him a 5.5 then.
Cool. Trying to think who the first subs to come on.
Diaz, I think, was the first sub, was he not?
Let me double check.
I think Diaz came on for Nunes. I think that was the first change we made, I think.
Yeah, you're right. Diaz and Henderson.
I don't think Diaz got involved in the game too much. Although he did have it, there was a couple of good passages of play where he helped to keep the ball well in the last 5 minutes when we was trying to just get up the pitch and defend. I don't think I can go more than a 6.5 for Diaz because he didn't really get involved in the game. He didn't do anything wrong, but he didn't really get involved. I don't know. What do you think about it?
I'd have just gone a flat 5. Like, didn't do anything wrong. I don't think he did anything wrong, but he's barely involved.
Yeah, but he did do quite well. You know, the 2 instances where we got the ball up the pitch after defending corners, he did well in that.
Yeah.
Although he did give the ball away with some weak headers, though. I remember that. I was like, Diaz. 5.5 then. I think 5's a bit low. Give him a 5.5.
Henderson.
I go 5.5 again. Helped us see the game out.
I wouldn't go any higher than a 5 for Henderson. I think that might be being a bit generous as well.
Fair dues.
So what did you give him?
I'd give him a 5.5.
Who else came on?
Millie.
Milner and Tsimikas. We didn't even use our 5 subs today. Milner and Tsimikas.
They're only on the field for 4 minutes plus stoppage time, I think.
They came on the 82nd minute. They played at least 10 minutes.
Oh, did they come on in? I thought they come on in the 86th minute. I'll give Millie a 4. I don't think Millie did too well when he came on. Tsimikas, I'd give a 5.5.
Yeah, I agree.
How about
with both
you?
Of those. No, I actually agree with both of those.
Cool.
Klopp.
I'll go with solid 7.5 o'clock today. We got the win. Playing gap per midfield work first half. It was adventurous as well to have so many attacking players on the pitch. I know, obviously, you always downgrade him a little bit for bringing on Hendo and Millie and that kind of thing, but
it's the timing of when he does it and the context around it. It's not just bringing on Milner. It's just the reasons why he's bringing on Milner. The reasons for me seem to be all wrong.
No,
I don't see Milner come on and help us close out games anymore. I think this is a false narrative. he comes on and he creates havoc because he's late to challenges, gives away free kicks.
No,
That to me is not seeing out the game. And I think Milner's only coming on because he's one of Klopp's favourites. And it's frustrating because you've got other players there. I mean, Curtis Jones for me was more than able to finish that game. More than able to finish that game.
He did look a bit tired.
I don't think anyone can sit here saying 2023 that Milner has better ball retention than Curtis Jones right now.
No, but he's just a bit more switched on defensively, though. That's it. He sees danger more than Curtis does.
But if he's giving away free kicks, he's not switched on defensively.
No, but that was way up the pitch. I don't think it's the worst thing in the world to give away a free kick near the edge of their box. Do you know what I mean? I know he shouldn't, but it's not like it was on the edge of our box and they got a free kick on shot on goal or anything like that. Like so maybe he stopped the counter attack. I don't know. It wasn't good. I gave him a 4. I don't think it was good, but I don't necessarily think that was a bad thing. As in, like, just get stuck in and let them know that they're gonna get roughed up for the last 5 minutes.
But we'd been doing that all game anyway.
But he was poor today. I don't think Milner was good today. But there have been games I thought he has come on and helped us see the game out. So goes
maybe earlier on in the season. I don't know. It just makes my mind boggle that he's getting more game time over players who should have a future at his club, and he doesn't have a future beyond. He's not that player that is so good that even if he's leaving on a free, that you have to play him. Like, I can understand if we were bringing on Bobby, for example, in games if he was fit. Bobby's still got a lot to offer. I don't get it with Milner, and it does feel like favoritism, and I think that sets a bad example for the rest of the squad. Like, it frustrates the hell out of me. Like, we almost lost out on 3 points last week because he gave away a foul against Spurs. He's meant to be the most experienced player in the team.
I still think Kane dived for that, but yeah.
But again, it's experience, though, Drift. If you're experienced, you know when to dive and you know when not to dive, and you know when to shield a man, you know when to pass, you know when to do this, you do that. Like,
no, that's fair enough.
So yeah, I don't know. I'd have probably gone a 6 for Klopp. I think changes could have been made sooner in the game, which would have given us more control and potentially given us a wider win margin, which would have made the game more relaxing.
That's fair.
So what did you give him?
7.5.
Should meet in the middle, go 7 then?
Yeah, go on then. I think I know that context has to be added to how we've gone about it, how every game has happened and what the results have been in that way. But I think we have to give credit to Klopp for 5 wins in a row, man.
6.
And that's off of, was it 6 today?
Yeah, 6
and plus 2 draws before that, so unbeaten in 8. After how bad we've been, that's a pretty brilliant way to try and round up the season, I must say. Like, it you know what I mean? And he's tried to be tactically different in that time. He's, doing different things. Like, even today, for an example, like putting Gakpo into midfield. I know we laugh and joke because you said you could see it happening and that's what became the joke. But, bro, let's just think about it for a second that he did it. It's trying things. It is trying to be different. It's things people always accuse Klopp of not doing, being different and whatever, being unpredictable. And he has in the last 6, 7, 8 games been doing those things. People have asked for it and he's been doing it. So we kind of do have to give credit to it when we've asked for it. I know people say too little, too late, all that, but we can't always just go straight to the negative. Like, he's doing it. He is being different. He is trying to change things. And we've got, as you just said, 6 wins in a row, unbeaten in 8. That's good, man. That's good. That's back to old Liverpool form. Even though the performances aren't as good, that's getting back to old school Liverpool form. 8 unbeaten, 6 in a row. Yeah, do you know what I mean? So maybe, and this coincided with Virgil looking better, Flacco's looking better, Trent's looking better. Remember, some of the players we've been grilling all season are all looking better now.
Yeah.
You got to give credit to Klopp and Pep Linders for that turnaround as well. I know some people have dropped off, losing. Jota's looked better. Do you know what I mean? Maybe Nunes hasn't looked as good. His form maybe had dropped off a bit. Jones looking better. Like, you know what I mean? There's a lot of players who are improving during this tactical switch and change. And credit to Klopp for sticking by Jones. Because when it first happened, we were going mad at him for playing Jones. And now, Jones is one of the first names on the team sheet. Let's keep it a buck. He's been performing brilliantly. So, got to give Klopp that credit, man. We do. We have to give Klopp that credit. And I know we were never part of that, but the Klopp out brigade, I just want to know how they feel now after unbeaten in 6 wins in a row, because I heard a lot of people telling me that he wasn't good enough and all that stuff. So
see, I think that's where it goes overboard, Drift, because 8 games out of a 34 games, or is it 35 game season so far, can't really come at those people yet.
Well, if everyone's going to always do the recency thing when they want to talk about like a bad game or poor form, then why can't we do it if we're talking about good form?
No, because I don't think people who are saying Klopp out were saying it because of a recency thing. They were saying it because he was consistently performing badly and wasn't doing anything to change it. So
no, they just said he weren't good enough. They actually just said he wasn't good enough
because he was showing signs of not being good enough at the time.
I disagree, but hey, we'll see.
Right, let's look at supers. Ed said, just glad we won today. We were lucky. Our midfield got bodied today. Oh, disagree with that, Ed. Serious upgrades required if we are to challenge next season. The second bit I agree with. I don't think our midfield got bodied at all today.
Yeah, I don't think that.
H says, not to alarm you, Cal, but your hairline looks diagonal. I reckon I'm all right still. I'm good for now.
Yeah, no, that looks... Yeah.
I think I'm all right. Thanks for your concern, though, H. I know you're trolling. Jay says, as a fan base, we are hard on our players for missing chances, not just Darwin. Scoring is the hardest thing to do. A month ago, a lot of fans called Cody Gakpo useless, and D27 Darwin was a must start.
Very true.
That is very true.
Not to mention the Jota call-outs that were happening a few months ago as well. So,
again, to add context, though, people were saying about Jota to do with his fitness, not to do with his talent.
No, but there were a lot of people that were saying that he wasn't good enough anymore, though.
Very few were saying that. It was more about his availability, Drew.
Nah, bro, because remember, he was playing. And after every game, people were saying, he's crap, man. He's lost it. Yeah, the injuries have finished him. Bro, people was cussing him, bro. I'm telling you. They were grilling him.
Fair enough. Jay says, allow Darwin to have a pre-season with a proper midfield.
I agree. Oh, right, MP, big up yourself for putting your hand up. He's saying he was one of them saying it, but he admits he's wrong. Fair play.
Saswat says, do referees in general will have an agenda going forward? Yeah, I think they will.
Oh, because of the whole Klopp thing. Yeah.
It definitely will. They've already shown it. Trevor says we won by 1 goal in the last 5 games. Yeah, we are just getting over the line at the moment. Bassett 1% says still waiting for that drift. Arthur's one moment. No comment.
I was wrong in it. Maybe my spider senses are off a bit, innit?
No comment.
I hope he plays like 10 minutes in the last game of the season and packs our belter in the top corner or something.
He ain't playing for Liverpool Football Club ever again. One of the worst signings in the club's history.
No, that's facts. Although I still believe he's a talented footballer, but yeah.
I don't know. I think Marquez is right. The only thing he's going to pack is his bags, bro.
Here's something that might do something for you, Cal. Imagine if we got that.
Yeah, that's never going to happen, though.
But imagine if it did, though, bro.
Yeah, it would never happen, though.
Let's do what the delusional people do and let's manifest it, bro.
No, that's never happening. You know that deep down, that's never happening.
Oh, no. Do you know how much money that would cost? Bloody yeah.
Teke says Darwin's treatment goes a bit overboard. He's been getting the Origi treatment, which unsettles players. Everyone settles differently, especially based on language. Needs patient. Refs a dickhead. Completely agree.
Big up Teke.
Jay says if Man U didn't get the offside goal versus City, we're 4th. No comment, Jay.
And what a scandalous decision that was.
Comment, Jay. Big up yourself, Jay, because they say decisions even themselves out over the season. I'm yet to see that.
If they did, then that Rodri handball against Everton last season would have evened itself.
Well, tell me about it. Robert says, Cal, remember when you never fancied Trent in midfield? Yep, wasn't a super chat, but I wanted to bring this up. Hold my hands up. Never fancied him in midfield. Now, I want him to be the first name on the team sheet in midfield. The guy is special. The guy
Look
is
at
special.
look at Bassett's comment about Allison. Don't give me joke, bro.
He's a lino, you know. I hear it, bro. When he's on the TV, I just switch over real quick. Like, you're gonna miss the game, and I was like, yeah, but if you stay on this channel, I'm gonna miss you. As says Klopp on Trent, his position long term, that depends on the players we bring in. Maybe a new right back / centre back incoming. I mean, it shouldn't depend. He should just be playing there.
But we do need to go and get new defenders if we're going to do it, though, isn't it?
Gomez can fill in at right back.
No, I'd rather a proper right back. Because if he's going to play midfield and not be doing inverted, then we won't be lopsided anymore, and it'll be 4 at the back. Do you get what I mean? So I don't want it to be Joey deliberately. I would rather.
Is that him admitting that Ramsey's not good enough then? So why did we buy him?
Ramsey's just not ready, maybe. Not even just good enough. He's just not ready. He's only 18, 19, bruv. He's just not ready. Why did we buy him
to be a backup for Trent then?
Well, I guess we did what we always say we want them to do, find the young talent around the world and buy them before someone else gets him and we got to pay more money for him, right?
Yeah, no, that's fair. But why not go and get someone established as well as that young player then, rather than making Trent do all these things?
we're talking about now that Trent might become a full-time midfielder, innit?
But even if Trent was staying at right back, we still need someone capable of coming in and taking.
I think he knew he could play Joey there. I think that's what he always knew, that he could always play Joey there. Ramsey's good though. I'm still not giving up on Ramsey. He's just not saying ready.
I'm giving up on him, but clearly he doesn't seem to be fancied that much. Crypto Nation says, "Is the game worth watching after the goal?" Probably not,
unless you like watching big men roll around on the grass. I don't know.
Yeah. Pause. Someone says, bro, it's your opinion. If he's a 0, then he's a 0. Now, look, I get it, but I can't be bothered to do the whole back and forth with people in the comments and hear agendas, this and the other. It's tiresome. It really is tiresome when people don't actually listen to the words you say. It's very tiresome, so I just leave it. Sultan says, are you doing a watch along for UFC? Meaty card, to be honest. I am. Yeah, me and Luke will be doing a watch along 3 a.m. in the morning. Yay. So I'm going to try and get 2 hours nap before the main card and then go from there at 3 in the morning. But I'm feeling it because I'm not even too well. But work is.
I haven't even seen the card because I know you said it's a meaty card. Who's on the card tonight?
So Hudo Sterling is the main event. Burns and Bilal Muhammad is co-main. Yan and Andrade is the third fight. Evloev and Diego Lopez is a new fighter, is also on the card.
Nah, that's not a meaty card.
It is for what the card should have been.
Nah, that's not a meaty card though. I don't have a problem with that card.
Yeah, it is kind of, it is kind of.
You think so?
Yeah.
Nah, I don't know. That seems all right, man.
Jay says, why is Milner playing over Ox? One's a favorite, one's not. Hate says, have you man heard these new AI generated tunes? Finna have Adele singing Shabba Mama. I heard a Michael Jackson Dutty Wine today and I was in stitches.
Anyhow, I hear it like, long time we no kill a man. Don't give me
Shabba Mother Pot.
Oh boy, should have dropped but the burrito jammed.
Long time we no kill a man.
Don't give me joke.
Hilarious. That'd be hilarious. Will said, I'm sorry I have to bring you back down, but you're getting too confident after you saw Gakpo midfield. I don't think we will see Bobby again. His Liverpool career is over. I think we'll see Bobby play again before the season's out.
I don't know, there's talk that he might be like not really fit.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. So I don't know. That would be such a shame if he doesn't get one more appearance, man.
Yeah, it would be.
Do you know what? I'm not gonna lie, Cal. Like this is getting a little emotional, bro. Yeah. Milner, Bobby, Mane, like I'm not gonna lie. I know everybody. I don't care. I own it. Yes,
This
I
is
am
this is football,
sentimental.
though, Drift. This
And
is
yet,
football.
no, it is. I know, Cal. I know, but
We're
I am an
emotional
emotional.
because we do this as a club. Like,
I'll own it. I don't have any shame in admitting that I do get sentimental when it comes to players and stuff. And I'm not saying that man should be playing every week, 90 minutes and all that stuff, but just being a part of the club and being a part of the legacy and being a part of that era. I'm not gonna lie, this is mad. Some of the players out with it. I'm not gonna lie. Watching Firmino and Milner both get their like round of applause and all that, that's gonna get them because we know they're leaving. They're gonna get the proper send off, which they deserve, which I wish Mane had got. But because I'm glad Origi got it. I'm not gonna lie, it's gonna be emotional. It's definitely gonna be emotional. I'm not gonna lie. We've got some real legends at the club leaving this summer still.
yeah, agreed. Jay says, was Nunes miss worse than Gakpo's? Yeah, definitely.
It depends which way you look at it.
His 2 misses. He missed a header in the first half as well.
I still think you was being a bit harsh with the header. I don't think he could reach it.
He missed a header, bro.
I think it went past him before he got there, but
because he didn't time his leap. He missed a header.
I disagree, but
David said the tactic goes to next level with a centre back at left back.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I just think I don't think we have to do the inverted thing. Just play Trent in midfield. Like, I don't think it's that hard at this point. Just play Trent in midfield. BC says, crazy that the first World Cup since Maradona died is won by Argentina and then Napoli win the title same season. Hope Nunes comes good next year. Yeah, that is wild.
It almost feels written, isn't it?
Yeah, that is absolutely wild.
Maradona looking down on them from above.
Yeah, facts. Napoli have been sensational this season, though. Fully deserved that win. Fully deserved that win. Right, people, before we head off, make sure you get your viewers review in. How we filming the viewers review, Drift?
Landscape.
Just pretend like you're fixing the garden up. Landscape, people. Try and keep it under a minute 30 if you can. We'd love to hear your views and opinions on the game and moments in the game as well. We are now going to be back on Monday for the Monday Night Live show, so make sure you switch on notification bell. If you haven't already, subscribe. We're on the road to 30,000 subs. And smash that like button, guys. Like, a lot of you aren't hitting that like button. Very easy thing to do. Just hit that button. Really helps the channel, helps us to grow as a channel. So
Mark is a menace, you know.
Say again?
Mark's a menace, man.
Yeah. Mark's been a menace, bro. Anything you want to add, Drift?
No, big up everyone each and every time, as always. Love for rocking with us. You know what? People might think that it goes unnoticed, but it doesn't. When you get like consistent people that rock with you all the time, that are there every week, that are showing their support, that are always in the chat afterwards, like, it don't go unnoticed. Do you know what? Like, so big up all you, man. Like, honestly, I really love the fact that we have a strong community of people who stay very loyal to us and rock with us all the time. And yeah, it doesn't go unnoticed. Big up you, man. Just subscribe if you've forgotten, because we need to hit this 30K, guys, man.
Yeah. Jay says Gakpo had an open goal count. I know, but the context behind that, Jay, is that Jota literally shot at Gakpo. Like, there was nothing he could have done about it. When I first saw it, I was livid. Gakpo couldn't have done anything about that. It was a horrific pass by Jota.
All right, which miss was worse than the one when Gakpo did control it and just blasted it wide, or Nunes?
Nunes one.
You still think with the ball coming over and still like the difficulty, the degree of difficulty was much harder for a ball being played over the top from behind than you having control of the ball.
I don't think Gakpo ever really had control of the ball. That was part of the frustration. Nunes completely missed the chance and was a couple yards out from goal. Nunes just needs a touch on that. We've seen him do it. We saw his goal against Wolves in the FA Cup where Trent passed it over and he side-footed it with his left foot in first time. Like, he's got
but some of the people who are grilling him will forget he's done goals like that. His goal against Real Madrid. Like, people will forget those things and they'll just dwell on the misses. But again, We move.
If you're missing more than you're scoring, though, Drift, people kind of have a reason to say
Yeah,
that.
but sometimes that's the nature of being a striker, man. Sometimes that's the nature. Like, I know he's nowhere near as clinical as Harry Kane. Harry Kane is a gunman, but Harry Kane actually does miss 75% of the chances he gets in the season. It's just because he scores so many goals. It goes like, it's kind of the nature of being a striker, but I don't know.
I don't know. As I said, I'm not speaking anymore on Nunes, man. It's long. Let's hope he comes good.
Hold on. McAllister confirmed? No way. No. A couple people are saying it can't be.
It's not confirmed.
Don't do that, guys. Don't do that. Do you know, I'm overly gassed if we get McAllister, though, you know, Cal. I'm proper on the McAllister train.
Yeah, for me, it all depends who else we get. It can't just be him by himself.
Yeah, but that's true of anyone we buy, isn't it? So,
yeah, I'll be honest, if it would just do Garte, I'd still be furious.
No, it still can't just be one.
Yeah.
It's not.
So we'll see. Right, well, people.
That's true. It was reported we had Enzo as well. That's true.
Yeah. People, bless you all for tuning in. Until we see you next time, stay safe, stay blessed. Liverpool 6 wins out of 6. West Ham, over to you. Do us a little favor, guys. Till we see you next time. Take it easy, people.
Big up. Peace.